Oh wow, he got pretty old. 1952 to 2005. See what happened to him.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just
If you guys
stopped.
pay attention to the calendar.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
That's
Maybe it
shameful.
got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
Hell yeah.
I have to leave while I still can. I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
I think he was eating peaches.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one long day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Train! Well then.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Yeah, there's his peaches. Looks like he was eating peaches.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Just want to point out there's a train here. Was he just not aware that he was right underneath the train? Like at the same time? He just thought it was a monster.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Oh. Okay.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
She's writing the journal for her baby.
And the history you're a part of.
That's who she's talking to right now. I think. Right? I mean, it makes sense. Don't worry, I'm not gonna walk her into the ocean. I just want to look. This game is so pretty. Has this developer made any other games? Is this even their first game? It's like Sparrow something is their name.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
There's some really, just gorgeous shots. If you just look around, you know? Oh, look at all those stars. By me, you can, barely see the stars. Because I'm right by the city. Sometimes you can. Whenever I see a sky full of stars, it's always a treat, because I don't really get to see one that much. So if you live somewhere where you can see the stars, you're pretty lucky.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Come on.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Probably my family. I mean, not my current family, but future family.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Oh.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Zerpy, Lerpy, Burpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe. Some of these pets didn't live very long at all. Some of them. Oh, there's more. Bailey. There's a frog. Bob, Oliver, Shadow, Christopher. Shotzi.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Wow. I mean, I'm in that minority of people who thinks, cemeteries are beautiful and, peaceful. So, I think this is pretty cool. Molly's. Oh, I like how they're all personalized. One is a cat with angel wings. Calvin. Sven. Edie. I like hers. Really nifty. Walter. Barbara.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
I relate with that. Some people,
She
the
could
past,
see it poking out of the water at low tide.
for some people, the past doesn't go away. They can't let go of the past. And I don't think it's always like a bad thing. Sometimes I think it's good to look back on the past and like to remember it.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory, Sam, and Gus. Milton. He's the one that's missing.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay, Lewis.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Hey, Karmic, welcome back.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
She is pregnant. 22 weeks pregnant. Careful. Oh, there's a ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Sorry, these controls are a little...
They were both pretty
Touchy.
intense.
Sam.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
We are all afraid of something. What are you guys afraid of? I am afraid of the sound of thunder and outer space. And loneliness. Let's find out what happened to Sam.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
I can just take pictures of whatever I want.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Jeez.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what?
I didn't even know where you were, girl.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's this. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
So pretty. Hard to get this camera in focus.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Oh.
Aw.
I feel like I'm playing Life is Strange now.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
I think they're pretty interesting, Dad.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Sure, if I can ever find us, we'll do that. Oh, it's like all the way. There we go.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
No.
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don!
Aww.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Whoa. Whoa.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh, man. Oh, that was sad. And life is strangey.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
There we go.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
No. No. Guys, that's a baby. The baby died. Oh, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Gregory.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Gregory or Gus. We're gonna do both of them, but one of those is gonna be super feelsy. Whoa, I want a rock climbing wall.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
IT India. Does Dawn not have a book? Doesn't look like it. Let's do Gus first, because he's not a baby.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. Father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Let's try the wedding party with my kite. Oh. There we go.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
He was killed by a tent?
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Huh. Man, I'm so not ready.